Welcome back to the coach's desk with host Coach Menzi, and we want to discuss something that is happening in the JFF because the voting status are under review. That was explained by President Ricketts. So, viewers, I'm encouraging you to subscribe if you're new and you hit the notification bell so when we drop these videos, you will be notified. Thanks to all my subscribers and viewers out there who have continued to view and ensure that Coach's Desk grow. Now, FIFA representative came to Jamaica last year and they slammed the way that JFF operates in terms of voting, how the delegates voted. You know what I mean, people? So, because of this, the JFF has to put in a new measure on how voting operates in determining a new JFF president. You know what I mean? So it is quite interesting. So over the years, it has been happening a particular way. The FIFA representative came and they made some proposals, all right, so that things might change. It is an ongoing thing. They have not come to a conclusion yet on how it is going to be done, but JFF would have implemented a task force that is actually working on this situation. Now, according to the reports, the issue regarding the number of delegates who vote at the Congress of the JFF is under review for change, according to the president, Michael Ricketts. Now, they had a annual general meeting, which is shortened AGM, a few days ago, and they would have begun work on the revision of the statutes under the guidance of FIFA. And like I initially said, FIFA sent a representative to look through what is happening in terms of the voting system. You know what I mean? Since then, the FIFA sent some proposals that are being examined by a task force that is actually set up or established by the JFF board, which has provided responses directly to FIFA. Right now, this process that you as a delegate and a broader football fraternity will actively involve in as decision makers, Ricketts said. And this is coming from the president himself. Now, he's stating that they are committed and they want to ensure that everything is done seamlessly. They want to ensure that stakeholders are a part of whatever is happening in the decision process before any final decision is made at Congress. So he wants to get the wider football fraternity involved to ensure that some amount of info is inputted in this from the various stakeholders. I guess he wants to include all the football stakeholders because it is a critical document, and he wants to ensure that all the best practices that are part of the process of the review. So it is very important. Like I said, it's no joke. It is something that will be sent off to FIFA, and FIFA has already made their recommendations. So JFF will have to work in accordance to FIFA to ensure that the changes are made, that these changes actually come to fruition, because I do believe that it will affect voting going forward, and also it will affect who decides the next president taking office. Now, Ricketts would also say that a review of the definition of the membership with the aim of widening and deepening the current membership structure is taking place. Yes, that is also another thing. I think, yes, more persons of influence possible wants to be involved in the membership aspect of the delegates, and they want to ensure that they broaden this net now to ensure that more persons come on board, because the wider it is, the more persons will come on board and the more support they will receive. Now, the representation here at the annual general meeting, as well as voting rights at Congress, could change based on best practices. So yeah, and that is what FIFA wants to do. Want to change up this thing, man. This behind the door thing and inadequacies and pat on your shoulder thing. I believe that has to stop, because how these persons get voting, and one person buy out the delegates, and then it's easy for him to win the presidency. So I guess that will be changing going forward, so that any president comes in, or any future election, then it will be a seamless one. You know what I mean? Um, Incidentally, the blueprint that they have right now was actually done by the late Captain Horace Burrell. He was the one who reduced it, and FIFA doesn't like that, and they also want to ensure that that is changed. And I've always been saying that for real. This thing, if it is going to affect the future of football, the amount of delegates that they have is quite meager to decide who goes into office. And when it is that small, it is easy to influence, it is easy to manipulate. And I'm happy that the FIFA representative came, and they would have made recommendations for things to change in this regard. Because too long, it's very easy to get to the delegates because of the number. And then once an individual or a candidate gets to the delegates, then it would be easy pickings for them in terms of winning the whole election. You know what I mean? So things will be changing, and I'm happy for that. Um, I just hope that it would have been an initiative from the president himself, rather than a representative from 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 FIFA. So I trust that as this new measure will be put in place, it will go a far way, rather than allowing just these limited amount of persons to be in place for easy pickings when it comes on to election. So yeah, my people, I want you to comment down below in the comment section. Tell me what are your thoughts on this whole delegate thing. Incidentally, again, it was reduced, or Captain Horace Burrell reduced the delegates from over 130 to the existing 13. And it would be good for it to reach to that amount of persons again. 13 is too small. 13 can't work. And I said it earlier. It is easy to manipulate a 13-member delegate rather than a delegate that is over 100. Very easy to do that. So, yeah, man, more persons on board, more persons of influence would be able to affect the change, who they decide that they want to be president, rather than one man or two men going up against each other, and one just simply influence the limited amount of delegates. So it's a good look for the JFF. That is something that is great. And again, I will say it. It's a very good thing that FIFA would have sent that representative to the island, and the recommendations would have been made. So big up yourself, President. I trust that this will happen sooner than later. Of course, you know that when you do bad, we beat you bad. And when something is happening of great importance, yeah, we have to highlight it as well. So, yeah, man, thanks again for joining us here at the coach's desk. We appreciate you being here again. Big up yourself. Thank you very much. Peace.